A lot of people may be thinking, what is this tool, this strange looking tool? This simple thing can actually fix your breath in a matter of seconds. Let me tell you how. So once you take this tongue scraper, which is very new to the American market, but has been in India since literally ancient ages, you take the tongue scraper, you take it on all the way into the back of the tongue, and you scrape your tongue. So back in the day when I was growing up, the Ayurvedic physicians, they would look at your tongue or they'll read your pulse and tell you your problem. This is actually a real science. Let's say if you ate a lot extra than you could digest, your tongue would be coated white the next day. And why is that? That is the way the body is trying to cleanse itself, to detox itself. So you can actually take a tongue scraper, scrape your tongue, and literally help nature detoxify faster. So if there is one thing that can actually boost your lymphatic drainage early morning, use a tongue scraper. Now, this is the more American version of it. This is how it used to be in India. But this works amazing because a lot of people have a gag reflex that's unbelievable. So for them, this is an amazing tool. Scrape your tongue, use with one hand. Here you need two hands, but either or. You need to try for yourself to choose which one you like. I have both on my shelf. So let me now come to about 10 different points why tongue cleaner is so important. A lot of the biohackers, whenever you go to a biohacking conference, the number one tool they are talking about, tongue scraper. Number one, NO2 production. There has been studies where they show because the bacteria that form NO2 are right in the paranasal system, right in the back of the tongue. And when you scrape your tongue, for some reason, the bacterial overload becomes less. The bad bacteria go away. The NO2 bacteria repopulate. And so the NO2 production is a lot more, which means lower blood pressure, better blood flow, people with diabetic neuropathy, people who are having varicose veins, they all have suggested using a tongue scraper actually has helped them in somewhat way. So this is all anecdotal. There are some studies, there are not elaborate studies because this makes no pharma company big money. It's cheap, right? But remember one thing, using a toothbrush to scrape your tongue, not a good idea. It is almost like a laundry guy trying to do a job of a doctor. Don't do that. Use a tongue scraper to scrape your tongue. Now, if you really do want, you can always brush your tongue so it actually helps the plaque come over the papilla, and then you scrape your tongue because that's the best tool to gently remove all the gunk on your tongue. And don't forget, half of the gunk is on your tongue. The rest half is on your enamel or the gums. So this way, you're removing the entirety. What does it do? Number one, it takes care of your bad breath. Immediate effect. Within a couple of minutes, you use a tongue scraper, use one of the mouthwashes from Guru Nanda, you'll feel like all of a sudden your breath quality is changed. Number two, it helps with gum and mouth hygiene in general. So let's say if you had gum disease, gingivitis, other problems, if you're actually using a tongue scraper, the bacterial overload would be less, so less chances of getting more infection. That said, all this tongue scraper is not a replacement to your dentist and not a replacement to your medical checkups and doctors. So this is a home tool that can help. Yes, that can. It stimulates the tongue. Stimulation of the tongue helps with better lymphatic drainage. Number four, it actually helps with better immunity. Whenever I start to get sick, I feel like I might fall sick by having little chills in the body, laryngitis, achy throat, something like that comes up, immediately, tongue cleaner to the rescue. I scrape my tongue and right away the bacterial overload decreases. Then I take some salt water and I gargle. That way I can clean it up. Then I re-scrape my tongue so that I can actually ensure that the bad bacteria, I have reduced the overload so that my immunity through vitamin D3, K2, through black seed oil, through other oregano oil, through through other natural means like elderberry syrup, all these things can work and fix my sore throat. And I, truthfully, have literally evaded getting sick just by the usage of tongue scraper and the things that I told you: elderberry, oregano oil, black seed oil, D3K2, of course, vitamin C. That's how I've been saving myself from the worst of the worst infection. I have fallen sick, but only for a day or two, not for the whole shebang a week or so, like most people did. Let's talk about what other things it can help with. Even to some degree, it can help you with weight management. How? Because when your tongue is clean, you can actually taste what you're eating. And your stomach right away knows that, okay, I have had enough. Your brain gets that signal, and boom, you say, okay, it's time to stop. Number two, you actually taste better. So when your tongue is clean, your taste buds signal your brain, oh, this is tasty. This is good for you. So you really enjoy your food a lot more, especially for the foodies. This is an amazing tool. And apart from that, tell me in the comment section if I might have missed out something. By the way, let me tell you, this has been there in India for ages. It is the fastest growing single oral care product in America. Have you started using it? Write me in the comment section. If you're missing out, get it right now. And I suggest get it from GuruNanda. They make stainless steel product, easily washable, easily can be cleaned, the dishwash friendly, and everything else in between. Get it now and say thank you to me later. And maybe your girlfriend, your boyfriend, they'll thank you as well.